Hey guys, it's Natasha and welcome back to a new video. Also, Happy New Year. Hope this year is full of blessings, full of happy memories. Today I will be doing my January TBR, obviously, because it's a new year, it's new books to read, new series to delve into, so I'm quite excited for that. Before we get started, please remember to like and subscribe. Click the notification button next to the subscribe button if you want to be part of the early notification squad. Without any further ado, let's get on with the video. First book I'm planning on finishing by the end of this month is A Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. As you can see, I've already started with my trusty reading dragon. I will most likely finish this hopefully by the end of this week, so yeah. Then I will be moving on to Heir of Fire. Basically what the series entails is we follow Adelan's fearless assassin, and she is crowned as the king's champion, where she is forced to kill those who oppose him for 4 years, and after the 4 years the contract will then end, and then she's a free person. She was enslaved by the king in Assassin's Blade after she was caught. So we just follow her story of how she is dealing with secrets that might overthrow the king. I can't say a lot about the series, even though I've read like 2 books so far, because I don't have the gist of the whole series, but I'm really enjoying this, and hopefully by the end of this week I can finish this one so I can binge read the next few books. The next book on my TBR is of course Cassandra Clare's City of Glass. I've already read City of Ashes and City of Bones. I'm trying to remember what they are. Okay, so I already read City of Bones and City of Ashes, and I quite enjoyed them. They were rereads for me, but not really, because I completely forgot what happened in the books. This series basically just follows Clary Frey, and she discovers that she has shadow hunter blood in her. She's not, of course, a shadow hunter because her mom raised her in the mundane world, the normal world, if you want to call it. So she was deprived of everything that has to do with shadow hunters. Of course, the story starts where she sees 3 shadow hunters killing a boy, which she later learns is a demon. And her story rolls from there, how she realizes that her mom kept secrets from her. She is actually part of the shadow hunter clan, and she is trying to save the world from this evil villain that might be her father but also might not be her father. I'm still contemplating about that, but I think I figured out who Jace's parents are, and I might be a little bit slow on that, but that's what happened. So I'm currently on book 3. Hopefully this one as well I will be finishing by the end of this week. The next book I really want to read is The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. I already read her Night Circus, and I had a book hangover after that, so hopefully this one won't give me one. I heard that the Throne of Glass series will give me a book hangover, but here's to staying strong in 2022. We are not going to do what I did in 2021 and have a book hangover for 6 months. But you know, I reached my goal, my reading goal. Anyway, I digress. So basically, the story follows a boy who enters a library and he discovers a book about his life, and he starts reading this book. And of course, you know, if you discover a book that's like that, obviously you're going to start reading because you want to know about what happens in your life. And this takes him on a journey, a quote, unlike no other. And he basically encounters magical things inside this book, and one of it is a labyrinth, but then secrets of the labyrinth is threatened, and he has to race to come to the end of this book so that the secrets of this book stay secret. Because I'm thinking, if someone sees a book about you and they start reading it as well, you know, they're going to know all your secrets. So I'm thinking this is the wavelength the book is going. I'm quite excited about this. I've heard only good things about it on Goodreads as well as other booktubers, so we shall see. Hopefully Sarah J. Maas and Cassandra Clare don't take up all my time and work. We will not forget work. The 5th book I'm planning on reading, and it's a total reread for me, it's a total favorite for me, is Bitten by Kelly Armstrong. I, of course, am busy with supernatural stories, but I'm craving werewolf and vampire and whatever supernatural stories. So I thought, why not take the chance to actually finish as much as I can because I believe she's still writing books in the series. I'm not sure. But I thought this year is the best year to actually finish her Woman of the Other World series. Basically, this story follows Elena Michaels, and we are introduced to her as she's already a werewolf. But she explains that she is the only woman werewolf because the transformation from human to werewolf is quite painful, so there's never a woman that survives these transformations. So it's very dangerous for her. And then people of her pack are being killed off, and she has to come back to her pack. Even though she abandoned them a few years ago, she has to come back to them and help them solve the case of who is actually killing their pack members. It's quite a nice read. I would always give this book a 5 stars. The whole, I think it's all her stories about Elena Michaels, 5 stars all the way. There is a series on Netflix called Bitten as well, but it takes a massive turn. I think I've seen up to episode 5 and then I was like, nah, this is not the same as the books. I'm not going to read it. So if you want to be introduced to Kelly Armstrong's world somewhat, and you're not a very big reader, you can watch Bitten. But I highly, highly suggest these books. And finally, the book that has been on my TBR for at least 4 or 5 months. No. Yes. I don't even know. Fire and Blood by George R.R. Martin. I've spoken about this book so many times, but this is just basically 300 years before the Game of Thrones series, where Maester notes down how Aegon the Conqueror actually conquered the Seven Realms and how he became king and how his lineage formed off and what happened up until Game of Thrones. Yeah, it's a difficult read. I'm still stuck 2 months later on page 76, so I'm thinking this is a whole 3-month thing that I have to read. We shall see how this one goes, but those are the books that I want to read by the end of this month. This one, I'll just drag it along until I actually feel like putting a dent in it. And that's all the books that I'm planning on reading in January. Let me know down below which books you're planning to read. It doesn't have to be set in stone, just start reading, I guess. I hope you guys enjoy your day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!